Guys, it's me, Crimson 60620, and I'm back again here on a Wednesday evening, broadcasting some Let's Blow Some Stuff Up. It's me, Crimson 60620. Let me turn that down, making sure I hear all the audio. Broadcasting some Let's Blow Some Stuff Up. Alright. And now I've went ahead and devolved into my most basic sense of just blowing stuff up by playing Just Cause 3. Now, I'm going to try to do something different a little bit this broadcast, meaning that I'm not going to just react to what I see on screen. I'm going to actually try to do something a little bit more constructive by at least blabbering. Hopefully these long load times won't take that long. So, great news. I just put up a poll to see what's the next game that we're going to actually do with story mode. So you can check it out at Crimson 60620 PS4 Gaming on my Facebook page. Basically, I want to do some story-driven games. And it's quite ironic. I know one of my drop lines on YouTube is a lot of games I play warriors with bows. If you've watched my Smite videos, you actually see that, of course, I play Artemis or Neith. What's another one?
You didn't say
I do. Of course, I do Battleborn. Playing Battleborn as Thorn. And I just thought about it. Far Cry 4. Far Cry 4, I actually play Thorn. I actually play with the bow. I like to hunt for some reason, and you can always get the bows back. I went back and picked back up what is that place? I'm drawing a blank. Blacklight Retribution. And of course, I bought the bow for that. Yeah, I think I have bowitis. So, let's just go cause some wanted destruction. I kind of wanted to clear some of the maps. And maybe we can clear some of them. Yeah, I go and so I promise, guys, I'm only gonna do 2 tries. If I don't get it after the second try, then we're gonna move on to something else.
We should be able to overload the refinery and blow it up. No more Bavarium.
Now, let's address something. With these tries, they actually add a lot of challenge to the game with the little side missions of this nature, because if you notice, a lot of the side missions, a lot of this game is blow stuff up and it tracks. It actually only tracks. You never have to go back and start anything over. And that's kind of a shame, because how do I start it? That's kind of a shame, because you never really have to learn how to play the game. You just pick away. And a lot of the games are like that. And I guess that's why some of the gamers feel that, a lot of the classic gamers feel that it's a lot easier than it was before. I know sometimes I feel like that, especially with playing some of the newer games. And it's not to knock newer, gamers or things of that nature, but it's for those of us who know how to exploit a system, we really exploit the system. Like this game, this part that I'm doing right now, we actually have to, we actually have to. It's not a one and done. And I know I'm bringing up some topics that was actually recently just done on I don't know if it was the Gamer X. I watch the show from time to time. I love Falcon, but it just hate to sound like confirmation bias, but the reason why a lot of people say the games are easier now is just that it's not that it's easier. It's just that a lot of the stuff that they couldn't do, the complications that they couldn't make up for in the few games that existed back in the day, they actually made up for it now. And this kind of led to a lot of the games feeling easier, and where, you know, of course, that old phrase, creativity, constraint breeds creativity. Well, now a lot of the constraint isn't there anymore, so it's not a creativity to learn how to, you know, get to the next or how to make the game enjoyable without just making it too easy, because the tools are all. And let's see, will I make it back in time? Doesn't look like I got it this time. No worries. Oh, cool. So, I got enough. Let's go ahead and go for another little side mission. All right, so, and it's kind of ironic that it's kind of ironic that a lot of games right now, a lot of the technical aspects are gone now, and now we're basically trying to make a lot of it pretty, but you know, look at Dark Souls, and that's not even my favorite game. I've played that in Bloodborne, but it at least makes you learn pattern recognition, and it's not even that it's get good. It's you at least learn the pattern recognition. And a lot of people that claim to have gotten good, no, they just know the pattern. They know when to parry, when to dodge, or at least a survivable way to actually keep, you know, progress in the game. All right, what do I have to blow up now? And then, as I said before, this is blow stuff up Wednesday. But I guess that's my give and take on it. Just console games now are just, and I don't want to say console games because I play console games. But a lot of the console games a lot of the games in general. Again, don't want to actually just make it as a console game thing. They actually what am I trying to destroy? Okay. What do I have to do? Do I really have to get in this boat? All right, so yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to get in a boat. But a lot of the games nowadays, and you know, like I said, I'm just trying to make sure I explain what I mean. A lot of the games nowadays aren't really exercises in strategy because let's face it, a lot of the games from back in the day were just artificially hard. It was the arcade was like this, so we need to make the home game like this. Smash TV was just really not necessarily hard, but it was hard for just no reason at all. It was unnecessarily hard. Okay, let me see if I can destroy that from right here. All right. Let's see if it gives me the blow up stuff.
Hey, try one of these.
Wow, I can't use a gun. Wow, that's depressing. Okay, so yeah, that didn't work. And it looks like I'm gonna actually just be going to another one. Yeah, I need a better boat. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna actually drive that big battleship in there and start killing. God, these cutscenes are so long. So I've been doing a lot of editing of videos. I threw up some Rocket League play. Of course, I threw up some play of what was it? I threw up some play of, you know, some more play of Smite. I think I'm just getting so, and I'm not saying I'm doing a super excellent job of the Smite or the video, very familiar with the PlayStation Share Factory tools. And for those of you guys who are my patrons, I have basically three tiers of Patreon. The standard tier of $1, the $2 tier, and the $5 tier. The $5 tier are the people that will be able to dictate what my next game is. And with them being able to dictate what my next game is,
I'm sorry.
they will be able to basically choose what I play next, what you guys see next.
Be advised that chopper support.
The $2 tier, it would actually start getting my life outside of gaming, where I work out, and I may actually start doing the videos of me actually I may actually start doing videos of me actually drawing. That's a fun thing, a fun concept that I plan on doing. I know what I want to start doing is I'm just gonna let you guys, I'm gonna actually start I know actually my attention has been really split lately, because basically what I've been doing is this, and hear me out. I've actually been doing a lot of my drawing lately. I've been doing a lot of my just the video editing.
Aerial strike team inbound.
I'll shoot him down.
I've been doing a lot of my besides my video editing, I've been doing a lot of my just trying to stay busy in the world of arts.
Make sure there's a clear path.
And I know it's kind of weird that I've been going all over the place for just, I know it's weird. I go all over the place with creative endeavors, but that's just how I've always been. All right, who's shooting at me? Let's see if I can destroy this from right here. Let's see if we can bring that tower down in the background. Oh yeah, we can. And look, we were about to have some fun. Let's see if I can. Does it go? No, it doesn't go. Oh well.
Rico, your backup is almost there. Have you cleared the way?
And let that fall on somebody. Yay. Yeah, I'm that asshole. So, yep. So I'm gonna try something very convenient and funny. Oh, I guess it's gone. Where do I see those weapons? I can Spider-Man around. Speaking of Spider-Man, I saw the Spider-Man movie with my kid. It was actually pretty decent. Oh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Thank you. Ooh, ooh, is there somebody out there? Around? And I promise to not let this evolve into one of the me just reacting to the stuff that's on the screen type thing. And I'm sorry about that, guys. But alright, so I have a big gun right here. Great. All right, so let's talk about something that I find very interesting. There is, let's just say, a R&B singer who has just been, I guess you wouldn't say outed, as far as just somebody says that he has a cult-like following. And you know what kind of irritates me about what people say about this? They act as if this is something that they didn't see coming. And look, guys, I'm gonna tell you this. And I've actually got into a recent discussion with a couple of people talking about how certain people, they should be exempt from criticism because they get criticism all the time from people in general, and you shouldn't, you know, you should stick up for your you know, I hate to say it, but your own kind. And that's something I've never actually understood. Now, maybe it's growing up mostly as an only child, but I've never understood the concept of the perverted concept of, as it goes, blood is thicker than water. I've always thought, no, blood isn't thicker than water. Excuse me. And when I actually was adult enough to do the research about the whole phrase, and the whole phrase went such as like this: the blood of battle, or the blood of the brotherhood, is thicker than the waters of the womb. It actually says something completely different from what a lot of people actually thought it would say. It's actually saying that, you know, it actually saying is that the people that you're born with, you can't choose them. So the fidelity or the I don't know, the strength of the conviction that they would actually have in some cases. Stone is somebody who chooses to be there, not because they have to be there. And that phrase actually always kind of stuck with me, because just because we're related doesn't mean that I can trust you implicitly. And I just blew myself up. Nah, oh well. I'm almost finished this base anyway. But people that choose to stick around, the people that share that brotherhood, that bond, are the ones you should fight for. Not to quote, not to stand up for people, to quote Riley Freeman when we were talking about a specific somebody. Just because a man makes good music doesn't mean that he's a saint. Yes, there have been plenty of people that have been persecuted because of who they are, the color of their skin, and things of that nature. But, you know, this man isn't one of them. You want to help somebody? Get them counseling. You want to make sure that they stay good? Introduce them to older women. Take away this man's camcorder. And as you can probably guess right now, I'm talking about Mr. Robert Kelly. It's one other thing that I know I need to do. Oh, they got satellite dishes around here like crazy. Forget that's this one. Yep, last one. All right, let's go. So, also one thing that I want to touch on, and we're coming close to, I know I said 7:30, and plus with the intro and actually getting everything ready, it's going to be it's a little bit less than an hour today, guys. But I think you guys can only handle so much of me talking in place for so long. All right, so let's talk about our favorite, and I don't know if I did talked about it Sunday, but Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super was actually having a discussion with somebody from the job, the 9 to 5, and they were saying that Dragon Ball Super is dragging, man. They should have started the tournament a lot sooner than what it did. And I questioned them, like, that's the joke, Dragon Ball Z, because it drags on. It's like, yeah, but I don't like it when it does that. And I asked a simple question. I asked, what character focused episode would you take out to speed up the most current tournament arc? And nobody had a definitive answer for me. And basically what they were saying is that it was just dragging on, and I made up the point that it was a lot of places in the original Dragon Ball Z that dragged on. And it was like, yeah, that's what I mean. Maybe I'm just a different anime watcher. I get people who are pissed about animation things, or, you know, they hate filler. But in a lot of cases, sometimes it's not really filler. Now, you can actually go back and watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, where they cut out a lot of stuff. But to be quite honest with you guys, as I always try to be, the way they make some animes now, the concept of filler just doesn't make sense. I get it, like the last great big three, Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto, the original Naruto series, it had a lot of filler to catch up to the manga, because they did the stupid mistake of, and I wouldn't call it stupid, but they put the mistake of actually having the anime come out while the manga was still being produced. And we see horrible situations of that happen. Look at Dragon Ball Z. And the filler just doesn't fit sometimes. Now, Kishimoto and Naruto actually had some of the filler fit the story, but in a lot of cases, filler don't. One case where I noticed that the manga was actually better. I mean, the show was actually better with the fillers not after the manga was finished and it was done. Was basically, let's look at Yu Yu Hakusho. Cases where the manga was not done and it really messed up with the show, even causing a horrible production schedule. Was look at Hellsing Ultimate. Well, look at Hellsing. Let's just say that. And I just want to start this over because I know I'm fucked up. Look at Hellsing. They had to do a completely different ending. Let's look at other things like it works better when the Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist, if they would have waited until the show ended, until the manga ended, or at least got a little bit further down, they would have came up with a glorious show. And that's what kind of Brotherhood is. Brotherhood is that Full Metal Alchemist where they knew the direction of the story. And that's what I kind of respect. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, it just feels better to wait to, unless you're gonna go full, we're going in a different direction. and it doesn't make sense to stop it in the middle of the production and slow it down for not being able to catch up. Come on, they couldn't give me the third one. Do I got that boat? Yeah, I got that boat. Let's look at some other examples of some good shows that I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff. I hate when people say filler, and part of that is because the manga haven't completed. I hate that. I hate the kind of bad rap that Boruto is getting because, quote unquote, they have a lot of filler episodes, which is kind of misguided to call that. The one thing people don't want to do is say have a recap of the Boruto movie, which you know that's going to come. But they're going to open up so much more to what happened in that Boruto movie, like they did in the manga after the movie came out. But it's just like people said, well, we saw that already. Yeah, because the story opened in the middle of you know, it jumped back, then it jumped ahead, then it jumped back. I can't wait for the Mitsuki, the whatever moon, and of course the Scarlet Spring. That was actually going to be one of the, I think it's going to be probably the best retelling of something that's already been told in that manga. Besides from the, I don't know if the Sasuke Chronicles or whatever he did with that other, you know, Kekkei Genkai Dojutsu person. But it seems, because that was actually a powerful little mini arc. But I just, the concept of filler actually kind of pisses me off of what people do and what people consider filler. Yes, when a story completely cannot exist in the same time frame as the mainline story, then yeah, it's filler. But you know, with the Naruto power and all that other good stuff, it irritates me. But Dragon Ball Super has had very little filler. The going to that different planet, yeah, that was filler. That was definitely filler. The gooey Vegeta, that was definitely filler. But I can't say, like, I really can't say that all the episodes leading to, before and right after that, right after the Trunks arc was filler, because man, that's just, it doesn't seem like it's filler to me. And maybe because I'm a character focused person, that I like looking at people, like looking at character driven story arcs. So I think the stuff they did with Bra's birth was a great development for Vegeta. The Frieza episode where he just rose like a sun, that was a better transformation than Resurrection F, and I know a lot of people have said that before, but that was just such a great transformation. What's another one? And I know I've said this before on broadcast, guys, but I just think that as much as people love Future Trunks, he was a setup. Future Trunks was a setup to have two Zenos, and that's gonna lead to some trouble. And I know a lot of people are saying, "Wait, no, that can't be. Why would they just set up? Why would they use such a great plot, a great point to just set up another plot story?" And I say, at least they're doing setup. Akira Toriyama is actually great for not coming up with the story until that week. And when you give him time to breathe, he makes wonderful stories. And when he actually has, like, the Son Goku and his friends, that can easily fit into the movie between the end of Z, before the time skip, and Battle of the Gods. Then Battle of the Gods, and it actually fits even more into the Battle of the Gods from the TV series. And a lot of people, and it kind of gets me too, and I know I'm just going off on a tangent, but it kind of gets me too, where people want to know what's going on, and when they find out, they say, "Oh, it's not that good," or "How did they transform into blue?" And they found out. It was like, "Oh no, they just spent some time in Weave Staff and then they were blue." No. What really happened is they kept getting blasted by Beerus. They went through the extra training and they learned how to detect some god key. And I'm going to restart this. That's what the thing was. I remember we was talking to the little prophecy fish, whatever it's called. He's saying that compared to Vegeta and Goku, they're like this tree, as much god energy they can do, versus Beerus, who's the whole mountain. And a lot of people miss that example. And I watch a lot of YouTubers. Some of them I actually enjoy. Some of them I look at them and I know they miss certain key phrases or key things that, if you're a character guy like me, can actually really open up some things. And some of the people are character guys. A lot of the people are just action heavy, and there's nothing wrong with being an action guy, but Dragon Ball has always been character focused. The action has been there. I'm not even gonna lie. The action has always been there, but it's always been a character focus. And a lot of people just, I know they don't think of it that way, but the only one-dimensional character that they've ever had was Goku. He just wanted to fight. Master Roshi is a pervert, but he's been interesting. He's been crafty. Krillin, he wasn't much of a pervert. He was a loser, but that always liked to stick for his weight class, and he's always been, and really the voice of reason in a lot of cases, because sometimes things he's just the voice of reason. Bulma, also kind of like another voice of reason. And this is something that I mentioned in a post. Vegeta. Everybody gives him shit for letting Cell becomes perfect. But why is Vegeta still alive? Because Goku let him go. Why is Piccolo Jr. still alive? And Piccolo the senior, he wasn't still alive. Because Goku let him go. Why is freaking, why did Frieza come back to Earth? Because Goku let him go. Yeah, and it's not altruistic. He just wants to fight him again. Why did Goku have to kill Frieza a second time? Because he just wanted to let him go. I think, my favorite characters out of Dragon Ball Z was, one, Piccolo. Because Piccolo actually was a pragmatist and he got stuff done. 2, Vegeta, again, another pragmatist. He had a little bit of an ego, but he was overconfident, not over. He was overconfident. He always was calculating, but he was never, I'm going to beat you just because I'm going to beat you. No, he was calculating. Now, some of the calculations came back and bit his ass in the ass, like with Frieza when he made him cry. To quote Team 4-Star, like a bitch. I know. Again, quote. But, yeah, it's, I don't know. And this is the rambling, anime hour. I know, but, I don't know. I guess this is stream of consciousness stuff. I think that I want to actually get somebody actually in live room to actually work with me and bounce off stuff off of me, and me bounce stuff off of them. That would be an interesting conversation. I know, and why am I doing this again? Yeah, because we don't have much time left in the stream. Oh shoot. But yeah, that would be, I guess, I don't know. I've always thought about doing an in-depth character development question about some of the things that I've seen, some of the anime that I've watched. Looking to probably put together a new 1-minute intro. That's going to be difficult, but I think I am. Just by, I just want to work some more on my editing skills. And what else? Let's see if oh shoot, I may be able to do it. All right. And no, not all right. Well, guys, it's coming close to 8:30, and I want to thank you guys. Remember, you can hit my channel up at Crimson60620 on YouTube. You can actually check out my scheduling at facebook.com/Crimson60620 PS4 Gaming. And you can support me on Patreon at Crimson60620 PS4 Gaming on Patreon. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for watching.